March 27th, 2013, French Farms. Katie and I were hanging close to each other in our separate hammocks last night, and shortly after we laid down, I heard her get up. She said her stomach was hurting, and she thought she had food poisoning. I looked out to see her curled up in a ball, lying on the ground in pain. I offered support from my hammock, but I was also tired, and soon fell asleep. This morning, Katie told me that she spent most of the night on the ground with a cramped stomach. She's feeling a little better though, good enough to get back on her bike, our only option really, and despite her rough night, we biked another 50 miles today. We rode through French farmland, past large vineyards and horse pastures. Another canal appeared with several of the long narrow boats I saw yesterday. These ones were in much better condition. They had gardens on the decks, lawn furniture, and large living spaces below with windows looking out. I'm not called to live on a canal, but I could see the appeal for someone else. The day was gray and cloudy, and in the late afternoon, rain began to fall. We would have stopped, but we happened to be on a narrow, sandy strip of land between a 10-mile-long lagoon and the Gulf. There were no trees for our hammock, so we kept going. Next, we came to an industrial port, also without anywhere to sleep. Then we skirted past a town with no obvious hotels. By this point, there was barely enough light for us to be seen on the road. I was feeling desperate. We were moments away from being forced to sleep in a muddy farm field when we came upon a motel standing alone between towns. Katie spoke to the man at the front desk and we got the last room, a small and simple affair, just large enough to fit us and our bikes. We brought our wet gear inside, then stripped off our dripping clothes. Katie's especially glad to skip another night camping in the rain. This room is not as exciting as sleeping on the ground in a storm, but we are dry, and in this bed, I get to have Katie keep me warm.